perfect place. Keto with Sammy. Keto with Sammy.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Keto with Sammy. For today's video, I have another awesome casserole recipe for y'all. If you're somebody like me, I absolutely love Philly cheesesteaks, but of course, we cannot have the bread on keto. So for today's video, we are going to make a keto Philly cheesesteak casserole. It's everything that you want in your Philly cheesesteak. It's so easy to make and just throw together, very minimal ingredients and full of flavor. So let's get straight into this video and get right to it. For our ingredients, you don't need a whole lot of ingredients for this casserole. It's very simple and easy. You're going to want your Philly meat. I personally use ribeye, and if you are using some fresh ribeye like I am, you do want it slightly frozen so it's easier to slice thin when we go here and slice it in a minute. But you could use any kind of meat that you like for your Philly cheesesteaks. For our vegetables, we are going in with 1 pack of mushrooms. We have 1 red bell pepper and 1 green bell pepper and 1 small onion, and we are going to slice these very thin. For our cheese, we are going in with some provolone cheese. It doesn't matter if you use sliced or shredded, your choice. You're going to want 4 ounces of some cream cheese. And we're going to go in with some beef broth and some worcestershire sauce and just some salt and pepper for our seasonings. Before we get started on cooking, you want to go ahead and start prepping your veggies. I am just going to go ahead and slice up my bell peppers. I'm just cleaning out the inside of them, taking out all the seeds. Then we are going to thinly slice them. I kind of just take it on the edge and just go along the bell pepper. Okay, once we have our green bell pepper chopped, we're going to chop up the red one as well. I'm just going to put them in a bowl together to the side because they're going to go mixed anyways. Go ahead and start slicing your red bell pepper. Just putting it in my bowl with my green bell peppers. All right, let's go ahead and start chopping up our onion. So I like to cut my onion in half first. We're gonna peel off this outer layer. Okay, and then to thinly slice my onion, I kind of just cut off this end, and then I'm gonna go very thinly down all the way across the onion. And it just gives you these nice thin cuts. Okay, once we have our onions and bell peppers chopped, let's go ahead and chop up our ribeye. All right, y'all, now to slice up our Philly meat, you are going to want your ribeye slightly frozen. This is going to help slice it nice and thin. It's not gonna get all over the place. So slightly frozen, not completely frozen. I kind of left it out for like 2 hours and it got perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and start slicing very thin, just like this. Philly cheesesteak meat is shaved, so do it as thin as you can. Now, if you like it chunky, go ahead and do that. I just have really thin shavings just like this. All right, y'all, I went ahead and sliced up both of my ribeyes really thinly for our Philly cheesesteak. If you are having a bigger family, you might need a couple more ribeyes, maybe double the ingredients if you do need a bigger batch. But we're gonna go ahead, put this in a bowl to the side, and let's move on to that stove top. Okay, guys, you are going to want to take your pan. Let's heat it up on a medium heat. To our pan, we are going to drop in 1 tablespoon of some olive oil and heat this through. We're gonna go ahead and start cooking our ribeye. We're gonna add it to our olive oil. so delicious. Okay, we're gonna start seasoning. We're gonna go in with just some salt to taste. Some garlic powder. And some black pepper. Some very basic seasonings for our ribeye. You could add whatever else you like. And you are just going to cook this until your ribeye is browned and cooked through. Okay, we got our ribeye nice and browned. You are going to start taking it out and put it to a bowl to the side. You want to leave your heat on, leave your juices in. Okay, once you have your meat out with your pan still on and the juices in, if you need to, you can add a little bit more olive oil if you don't have much juice left over. But we're going to go ahead and start sauteing our vegetables. We're going to add in our red bell pepper and our green bell pepper, our small onion, and our 1 pack of 8-ounce mushrooms. And you're just going to cook these through until they're nice and tender. You can also go ahead and season with just a little bit more salt and pepper to taste. These bell peppers and onions and mushrooms are smelling absolutely delicious. I love to cook this mix down. After a few minutes, my veggies have got nice and softened. Now let's add the rest of our ingredients. To your veggies, you are going to add 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. Adding in 4 ounces of cream cheese softened and half a cup of your beef broth. We are going to stir to combine and make sure this cream cheese gets all nice and melted. You do want to make sure it is softened just so it's easier to mix in. Okay, once you have melted in your cream cheese, we're going to go ahead and add back in this delicious cooked ribeye. Stir to coat. You can go ahead and turn off your heat. We're just going to give this a good toss and then go ahead and bring out your baking dish. Okay, taking our casserole dish. I have a, what is it? A 9x13 size dish right here. And we're just going to dump in our Philly meat mixture with our bell peppers and our onions. Look at that. Oh, it looks nice and creamy and it smells delicious. Okay, you want to make sure everything is nice and spread out. And we are about to start topping this with our delicious cheese. We are going to go in with our sliced provolone. You could use sliced or shredded. And I'm just going to start topping it right on top. All right, guys, we got it all nice and topped with our delicious cheese. Now let's pop this in the oven. You want your oven preheated to 350 degrees. Go ahead and add your dish into your oven. You are going to bake this for 15 minutes at 350. All right, guys, once your 15 minutes is up, your cheese should be nice and melted. Everything should be cooked through. But this is totally optional, the next step. I am going to broil it just to give the cheese a little bit of color. So I'm going to go ahead and close this. I'm going to click my clear off. I'm going to broil, and I'm only going to broil it for about 2 minutes, and that's going to give it a nice color. All right, y'all, it has broiled. You see how I got that nice color on top of the cheese? And this delicious cheesesteak casserole is ready for you to dig into. I hope y'all enjoy this awesome, easy recipe. It is full of flavor, minimal ingredients, and it is so easy to make just to throw together for a perfect dinner. Let's go ahead and dig right in to show y'all what y'all are working with. Oh my God, it looks so cheesy and so creamy, and I love me some ribeye. Look at that. Woo, looks delicious. Question of the day, what do you like to add to your Philly cheesesteak? Comment down below. I hope y'all enjoy this awesome, easy casserole recipe. And if you do happen to make it, head on over to my Facebook, post some pictures on there. I love to see y'all's recreations of any recipes that y'all make of mine. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel for more awesome keto recipes. And I will see y'all in the next one.